Looks great, Pearson. Nice work, Pearson.
Gentlemen, it is time to make something of ourselves!
Much like Hermione's bag, the Legends of the East Satchel allows an almost infinite storage capacity with 99 of everything. I usually get this satchel early in Chapter 2, and it's one of my favorite activities to do in the game. You will need, in no particular order, 7 deer pelts, 2 elks, 1 buck, 1 rabbit, 1 squirrel, 1 badger, 1 raccoon, 1 iguana, a perfect buffalo pelt, a wolf pelt, a panther pelt, and a perfect 3-star cougar pelt. It is a grind unless you love hunting, and then it is just fun. I will show you the hunts in the order I did them, along with locations, except for the deer, because, come on, deer are everywhere. First, we need proper weapons. We will need an upgraded Springfield with a scope, and an upgraded varmint rifle also with a scope. We will also need to hunt the legendary buck for the legendary buck trinket, and finally, we will need a decent horse. My favorite horses for hunting in order of preference are thoroughbreds, Hungarian half-breds, and mustangs. In my experience, these horses are the best hunters in the game. For me, it has nothing to do with bravery and everything to do with the nebulous ability to attract 3-star game. The evidence is anecdotal, I can't prove anything, but if I'm doing any serious hunting, I want a thoroughbred. Arthur found this dapple gray at a bounty hunter camp near Cornwall Kerosene and Tar.
You don't need to be here. Go away.
Hello, gentlemen.
What do you think you're doing here? Get the hell out of here.
Yep.
Enough going.
Yep. That's a good girl.
Moving on, we'll use our new Lancaster to back a buffalo. Here's the location. The herd spawns between the H and the A of New Hanover. Use the scope so you don't spook them. Next is a boar. I love pork chops and so does Arthur.
Yeah.
Here is your map. You can find boars around the cabin east of Emerald Station by this crossroads.
Just hold on there.
Here is our first deer on the way back to camp.
Yep. That should do us. Yep.
And we might as well grab this rabbit if he's going to cross our path. It's like he's asking to come home with us. You can also lasso a buck if you don't feel confident in your rifle skills yet.
Come on.
And then here's a second deer. Now we turn everything over to Pearson. We're going to see a lot of Mr. Pearson in this video.
On decent meat, Mr. Morgan. Oh, yes. I'll be able to make you something out of this. Very good. We were getting low. Thank you, Arthur.
If you're new to the game, I would go for the legendary buck first, as the trinket will help you get higher quality pelts. It doesn't guarantee you a 3-star, but it's very handy. I believe the animal stats have hidden decimal points, so if you shoot a 2.5-star deer, it will show up as a 2. But with the elk antler trinket, the game will round that 2.5 up to a 3. And on the way to the trapper, we found a second boar so we can craft Arthur's table, which I love. I want that table in real life. And here is where we found that wild boar.
Let's go, girl.
Wolves are tricky, but we had a random wolf encounter that yielded 2 perfect pelts and some honor.
I won't down to no wolf. Oh, you there? Please help me. I'm out. Oh, God, I'm out. Good rip. Oh, thank God. That animal was a goddamn menace. You saved me, partner. Woo! I was almost a meal there.
Good luck to you. Watch out for yellow eyes.
I will, friend. I will.
This is a random spawn, but Arthur found him here, just north of Riggs Station on the way to the trappers. Back to Pearson, and look at the holes in his sweater.
Mr. Morgan. Good job, Mr. Morgan.
We found a raccoon on the way to the fence at Rhodes. Remember to use the varmint rifle. Raccoons are nocturnal, but you can usually find them day or night by these train tracks near the Lemoyne sign. And then we craft the legendary buck trinket at the fence, which will help with bigger animals like elk and cougars, and also smaller animals like squirrels and snakes.
I heard that down at the well.
Welcome, mister. First time to my shop? If you need bait, I got it.
And on the way back to camp, we had to get this 3-star Angus ox for Arthur's rug. We will need 2 of them, but I couldn't pass this one up.
Load up.
You will note there's a weapon on the radar that you can pick up, but it's just a worn cattleman revolver. If you loot this body, you will find a letter that explains the mystery surrounding this cabin. But we are here for hunting. We don't have time for any mysteries.
Yep.
And then here's deer number 4. And Pearson, as always, is happy to take anything you give him.
Apologize in advance for this stew. It needs better meat. Ah, now I can turn this into something special. Many thanks, Mr. Morgan.
Here is our first elk. We need 2. And the location, west of Valentine near Cattail Pond. If the area looks familiar, it is because this is where Bill rigged the dynamite for the train job in Chapter 1. And then another deer. That's number 5, and back to Pearson.
We could really use some more meat, Mr. Morgan. Thank you, Arthur.
We also started hunting snakes for the Trapper Rattlesnake Saddle.
Easy.
However, we came to this island for an iguana. Use your varmint rifle, try to hit him in the nose. There are iguanas all over this island. You don't have to do a long-distance trick shot. I was showing off for the video. I'll admit it. Next up is the panther. Don't be afraid of the big cats. Make a save before you start. Load up on Miracle Tonic in case you take a hit. Stay calm and go for a headshot. He'll run directly at you, and he has a relatively big head, which makes a convenient target. You'll be fine. And here's a map for you. Start at this crossroads southeast of Braithwaite Manor. It's Panther Central. Just ride the trail to Catfish Jackson's and circle back until you lure a panther out.
Come on, girl.
And here is deer number 6.
That should do us.
And back to Pearson. No top hat this time.
Meat for this stew. This is a decent pelt. Thank you, Arthur.
We found our second elk at Moonstone Pond. You've been to Moonstone Pond before, but I bet you ignored the elks. Here's the map, but I don't have to show you where Moonstone Pond is. I am sure you are more than familiar with this location. And the top hat's back. Drop the elk off with Mr. Pearson and move on.
Good job, Mr. Morgan.
Cougars are the same strategy as the panther, except on the opposite end of the map. Make a save before you start. Load up on health items so you can survive a sneak attack. Use the Springfield and go for a headshot. You'll do just fine.
No damn time for you. Not bad, huh, girl? Yeah.
And here is your map of cougar country. The coug will appear along this trail either from the stream from the west or from the trees on either side of the trail. You will have little warning. Watch your radar when it goes red. Just to complicate matters, the map will also go red for the grizzly bear that likes to fish in the stream, and the random snakes on the trail. However, you will know when the red dot is actually a cougar because that red dot will be heading directly towards you at high speed, probably from behind. Good luck, stay calm, make a save, you'll be fine. Later in the day we were looking for a beaver and found a moose being chased by a wolf. Life can be funny that way in this game.
Yep. Yeah.
Beavers are all over Lake Owanjila. This is my favorite spot.
Giddy up. Easy, whoa.
And here is your location on the south side of the lake, but you will find them all over the lake. In the early release days of the game, there were rumors of a lake monster here, but sadly I have never encountered one. And here's Pearson again. Don't forget to donate the moose horns.
All right, Pearson. This is a decent pelt. Many thanks, Mr. Morgan.
Badgers are generally nocturnal, but you can usually find one near the oil derrick.
Giddy up.
Here's the map. This should be the last deer, lucky number 7. Squirrels are tricky. I highly recommend that you have the buck antler trinket before you go for one. The good news is wherever there are trees, you will find squirrels. I prefer the varmint rifle to small game arrows. And the location is the same cabin where we found that boar, east of Emerald Station. And that should be it. We're all set. And Pearson changed his outfit for the occasion. Look at the blood on his apron.
Good job, Mr. Morgan. Arthur.
At this point, we can help Herr Strauss and unlock the ledger, but I think it's important to get Kieran off that tree. And we should also help the Reverend get back home first. So we'll check back in with you after Arthur completes those missions.
Herr Morgan! Herr Morgan!
Mr. Strauss?
Okay, it's the next day, and now we can talk to Herr Strauss.
You busy, my friend?
Why?
I'll cut you in.
Loaning. Already?
You know how it is. People is happy to borrow off someone like me, but more enthusiastic paying back to someone like you.
Of course.
And after we saw Lily and Chick Matthews and Herr Roble, we can buy Pearson's leatherworking equipment. These prices may be different from your game because I have the Ultimate Edition, which comes with a discount built into all camp upgrades, so just disregard the prices.
How did you get on, Herr Morgan?
Fine. Our accounts are up to date. Sad sacks, a lot of them.
Good, very good.
Okay, there are some final steps. The tonic satchel is still locked because we need to upgrade the medicine wagon twice. Same with the ingredients satchel. We need to donate 5 carcasses to Pearson and note the badger head flap. The kit satchel is open and we can use that to make sure we have enough deer pelts, which we do. And we need to upgrade the provisions wagon twice to unlock the provisions satchel. Materials is unlocked, which is my least favorite satchel because of the iguana flap. Valuables is locked until we donate $50 to the tithing box. So we'll take care of the ledger first.
Hey, Arthur. You okay?
Sure.
Why are you walking around so sad?
I'm not sad, just bored.
You're bored. Bored's good. Bored means you ain't scared. Be grateful for being bored, lady.
Whiskey.
like waves of...
I don't know. I used to dream a lot.
We all dreamt a lot. And we grew into
red like a lobster. I fell and broke my poor lobster.
And then we have to do a little more hunting. Here are 2 rabbits. Remember to stow the rabbits. Pearson wants whole carcasses. And then let's bag a final 3-star deer, just because we can.
Yep.
And now we can finally upgrade our satchel. It's always a nice feeling to knock those out. It's a lot of hard work, but I promise you it's worth it. You'll feel a real sense of achievement when you finally get it, and 99 of everything certainly comes in handy.
Looks great, Pearson. Nice work, Pearson.
I'm Superantonio. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your views. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell for daily Red Dead Redemption 2 content, and we shall meet again further on down the trail.
I'll skin this fat old coot and serve him for dinner!